Hello and welcome back to my channel where I talk about Japan and the JET program. So if either of those things interest you, then be sure to subscribe. This week I will once again be enlightening you about what life is like on the JET program through the medium of memes. Each meme will give you some kind of insight about everyday life as an ALT. Through these memes we will cover things such as being late for school, a lack of responsibilities, adding students on Instagram, the teachers that all the ALTs are just so thirsty for. Let me know which meme makes you laugh the most in the comments below. And with that in mind, let's get started. When Ikemen Sensei asks for help learning English and you want to drop some hints at the same time. And there is a link to a video.
Do you have plans for tomorrow? Do you have plans for tomorrow? Will you go out with me tomorrow? Will you go out with me tomorrow?
This is top tier content. So Ikemen Sensei basically just means attractive teacher. Ikemen just means attractive person basically. But when you type it into Google Translate actually, it translates to twink, which I find endlessly hilarious. So if you didn't know, every year the teachers within your prefecture shuffle around. So some teachers leave, are assigned to other schools, and other teachers come to your school. And every year there is a bombardment of memes on the JET program's memes page of people hoping and praying for Ikemen Sensei at their school. The ALTs are thirsty for them.
I will pick you up at your place.
Everyone has assigned tasks after the graduation ceremony except me.
And you?
I'll be in
The staff room.
making no noise and pretending that I don't exist.
I mean, meet every day between terms. Kocho Sensei, that's the principal. Kyoto Sensei, that's the vice principal. And Kyomu Sensei? What's Kyomu Sensei? I really hate on days where there's some event going on in school and no one tells me what the event is or what's going on, and everyone's running around being busy and doing something for it. And there's been times when I've asked like, oh, can I help with anything? And they'll be like, oh no, just sit down. But I feel so awkward just sitting there relaxing when everyone's so frantic. So I really am just trying not to draw attention myself and like literally acting like I don't exist in those moments. This meme is very funny, but this is very accurate. In the welcome doc for my successor, I recommend you leave the apartment at 7:50 AM at the latest so that you can get to school with plenty of time to get settled before the meeting. Me this morning at 8 AM. This is so funny because down to like the example times in this particular meme, this was me this morning. Especially now during the holidays when no one has anything to do, especially me. I'm sitting there in bed at 8 o'clock and I'm like, I need to leave. And this brings me on to talking about being late for school. It's chill, you guys, to a certain extent. I would never be late during term time, but when you compare me now to me in my first year, when even if I knew I was gonna be like 3 minutes late, I'd be messaging my supervisor like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, this is why I'm late, blah 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 blah. But you can test the waters. It's okay to be like a bit more chill, and if it's genuinely out of your control and you're gonna be a bit late, don't stress too hard over it. Like, it is what it is. When you go to the classroom 5 minutes early, so you just have to stand there at the front and watch your students acting weird until the chime rings. I love this. So this is from Attack on Titan. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. The final season is currently airing. It's very exciting. So for me, there's 10 minutes between each class. I always go to my classroom before even that first bell, so I have that 10 minutes to set up my PowerPoint, anything else, and so I'm not feeling rushed because that really stresses me out for the rest of the lesson. So I do have long periods of time where I'm just sitting quietly at the front of the class while the kids are acting weird. And sometimes they'll see me looking at them and they'll just laugh, but like, they're just messing around, whatever, it's fine. It's funny. But yeah, I don't know where the meme is right now. This is just green, but look, this is it. This is what it's like. Hyogo Board of Education to literally any foreigner in Japan right now. Now hiring now. Right now. We're hiring now. Because of the pandemic, well, a lot of LTs potential ALTs, new ALTs couldn't come. A lot of the people that got through in 2020 still haven't made it here. So basically, a lot of schools have a shortage of ALTs. So we have received a lot of emails from the Board of Education, and obviously I can only speak to Hyogo, but they're saying, like, you know, if you know any foreigners, if they'd be interested in a part-time ALT role for a few months, like, get them in contact with us, let us know. Literally zero requirements as long as they know the English language is basically what they're telling us. It is very funny. They are thirsty for ALTs. Me trying to understand my students' essays. My students trying to understand their own essays. I mean, I posted 2 videos about the disaster that was my essay writing class already. This meme speaks for itself. If you want more information on that, you can watch those videos. I'll put the first one here, and then the follow-up I'm sure is linked in that video. When the public holidays fall both on a Tuesday or Thursday, 2 weeks in a row. And that's how, with some strategic Nenkyu, you can turn one day off into a 4-day boost. So Nenkyu is basically Japanese for your annual leave. There are so many public holidays in Japan. There's one most months at least. Usually they fall on a Monday or Friday, but there are some sneaky Tuesday or Thursday ones. And you best believe this is the absolute best opportunities to use your Nenkyu to maximize it. You can just take the Monday off before a Tuesday bank holiday or the Friday after a Thursday bank holiday, and you got yourself a 4-day weekend, my friend. You can travel, have a booze fest, as Mo would suggest. Again, I don't know where it is. Yeah, this is very accurate. When 2 students with the same last name and almost the same first name are in the same class. This was me last year. One class in particular, it was like Nao, Mao, Noe, Moe, Meo, it all blurred together, and it was a row of 4 students. Oh my god, that is really hard to keep track of. Even when I've got the seating plan in front of me, the names kind of blur together. I think as well, like, I'd get the students to call me by my first name, and I call them their first name, and I think that just establishes a more, like, kind of relaxed connection and environment. They are really nervous around you, especially when they first meet you, so I think that's just one way to help them kind of relax a bit and, like, lower their guard in the classroom setting. JTEs, I find, do refer to the students by their family names, but not me. Good morning, class.
It's a trick. Send no reply. Send no transmissions of any kind.
I'm triggered, you guys. I am triggered. In 1 or 2 weeks, the new term will begin, and I am excited to meet the new first years because I really do enjoy teaching my self-introduction lesson. I've done it for so many years now, and I know it works well. But, like, having to relearn which classes are the shy classes and the classes which won't say a word, I'm not looking forward to that, because as soon as you realize it's one of those classes, it's like, okay, brace yourself. Gotta be extra Genki, but not to the point where you're making them more nervous. So, fine line to walk. After giving the graduating 3rd years my Insta info, trying to figure out who the fuck is following me when all the pictures have been purikura'd to hell and back. Yeah, well, first of all, as to the meme, just to make sure we're all on the same page, in case you don't know what purikura'd to hell and back means, it means this. Purikura style photo booth, which you get all over Japan. It's really common for, like, groups of friends to just do whatever when they're messing around. I think in Japan, people are very particular about their online privacy. I have a lot of Japanese friends who I could not show you a single picture of. Their face is not online, and if it is, it's purikura to hell and back, and it's not to face tune it to look perfect and stuff. That's not the point. They want it often, I think, to be unrecognizable, but Japan, of course, also appreciates things which are yeah, I guess they just really leaned heavily into that so they could still have fun posting pictures and protect their online privacy. So back to the meme in particular, now I want to talk about adding students to Instagram in general, because of course, at least in the UK, you would never get teachers adding their students on Instagram. But what I will say first of all is that I feel like most ALTs I know have some students on Instagram, and that is mostly students who are just graduating. Even if you don't give them your Instagram, they will find you. And that was the last of the memes. Which one did you enjoy the most? Did you learn anything new? Did anything surprise you? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, click on the like button, and if you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. If you want to support my channel or get some extra content, behind the scenes footage, access to my lesson plans and so on, check out my Patreon, it's linked in the description, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye!